Toni Tennille reveals the sad truth about the Captain Daryl dragon. Toni Tennille was born Catherine Antoinette Tennille on May 8, 1940, in Montgomery, Alabama, is a renowned American singer, songwriter, and musician best known as one half of the iconic musical duo, Captain and Tennille. Alongside her former husband, Daryl Dragon, who was affectionately known as the Captain, Tennille achieved significant success in the 1970s and 1980s with hits like Love Will Keep Us Together, Do That to Me One More Time, and Muskrat Love. Her smooth, soulful voice, combined with Dragon's distinctive keyboard style, helped define the pop sound of an era, and their romantic, optimistic love songs became anthems of the time. Tennille's early years were shaped by a strong connection to music, deeply rooted in her family. She grew up in a creative environment, as her father, Frank Tennille, was a big band singer and her mother, Catherine Wright, was an actress. Growing up in the South, she was exposed to a variety of musical genres, including jazz, swing, and classical music. This exposure had a profound impact on her future career. By the time she reached high school, Tennille was already showing a keen interest in music, becoming a skilled pianist and songwriter. Her love for music led her to Auburn University, where she majored in classical piano. Her studies there honed her technical skills, but she found that her real passion lay in performance and popular music. After college, she moved to California in the late 1960s, where she quickly became involved in the vibrant music scene of the time. She worked with various artists, wrote music for commercials, and even performed in a musical titled Mother Earth, which caught the attention of musicians and industry professionals alike. In 1971, Toni met Daryl Dragon, a classically trained keyboardist who had previously played with the Beach Boys. Dragon's distinctive style and quirky personality earned him the nickname Captain, a persona he embraced by wearing his signature captain's hat. The pair's professional chemistry was immediate, and they began collaborating musically, forming the duo Captain and Tennille. Their musical synergy was undeniable, with Tennille's powerful, emotive vocals perfectly complementing Dragon's innovative keyboard arrangements. The duo's big break came when they were signed by A&M Records, and their first major single, Love Will Keep Us Together, was released in 1975. The song, originally written by Neil Sedaka, skyrocketed to the top of the charts, becoming a massive hit and winning the Grammy Award for Record of the Year. This song, with its catchy melody and message of enduring love, became the signature tune of their career and defined the optimistic, love-centric theme of much of their work. Following the success of Love Will Keep Us Together, Captain Tennille became one of the most popular musical acts of the 1970s. Their combination of pop melodies, soulful lyrics, and playful onstage chemistry appealed to a wide audience. Over the next several years, they released numerous albums and singles, many of which became hits. Songs like The Way I Want to Touch You, Lonely Night, Angel Face, and Shop Around all charted successfully and demonstrated their ability to blend elements of pop, rock, and soft ballads. The duo's popularity extended beyond the music charts. In 1976, they starred in their own variety show, The Captain and Tennille Show, which ran on ABC. The show featured a mix of musical performances, comedy sketches, and guest appearances from celebrities of the time. Although it only lasted one season, it solidified Captain and Tennille's status as household names, further cementing their place in pop culture. Toni Tennille's voice was a key factor in the duo's success. Often described as warm, rich, and versatile, her vocal abilities allowed her to convey a wide range of emotions in her music. She could seamlessly transition from tender ballads to upbeat pop hits, always maintaining a sense of sincerity in her performances. Tennille was praised for her technical skills, including her impressive range and control, but it was her emotional expressiveness that truly resonated with audiences. As a singer, Tennille stood out not only for her vocal ability but also for her wholesome, relatable persona. She was often seen as the embodiment of the love and optimism that characterized Captain Tennille's music. Her radiant smile and genuine rapport with Dragon created an image of a loving couple, both on and off stage, that captivated fans and contributed to their lasting popularity. Toni Tennille, one half of the iconic 1970s musical duo Captain and Tennille, shocked fans when she opened up about the heartbreaking realities of her relationship with her longtime musical partner and ex-husband, Daryl Dragon, better known as the Captain. Their on-stage chemistry and chart-topping hits like Love Will Keep Us Together made them one of the most beloved couples in pop music. But behind the scenes, their relationship was far from the picture of happiness it appeared to be. Tennille, in her memoir and later interviews, revealed the complexities of her marriage to Dragon, a man who was deeply introverted and emotionally distant. Daryl Dragon, who often wore his signature captain's hat as part of his persona, struggled with personal demons that affected both his mental health and his ability to connect on an intimate level. Toni described how, despite their professional success and public image as a loving couple, Daryl's inability to express his emotions left her feeling isolated and lonely throughout much of their marriage. She detailed how this emotional chasm grew over the years, and despite her efforts to break through his walls, the couple found themselves living more like business partners than romantic companions. One of the most poignant revelations Tennille shared was that Dragon suffered from a neurological condition called essential tremor, a disorder that caused uncontrollable shaking and made it difficult for him to perform as a musician. His declining health added to his frustrations and further pushed him into isolation, leaving Tennille not only as a caregiver but also as someone who had to shoulder the emotional weight of their partnership. She expressed deep empathy for him, acknowledging that his emotional withdrawal wasn't intentional but rather a byproduct of his condition and upbringing. Dragon's father, Carmen Dragon, was a renowned conductor, and Daryl grew up in a highly disciplined, emotionally reserved environment. This upbringing, Toni believed, contributed to his inability to show affection or vulnerability. Despite these challenges, Tennille stayed by Dragon's side for years, believing that love could eventually bridge the gap between them. She supported him through his medical issues and even put her own career on hold to take care of him during his most difficult times. However, after decades of trying to make their marriage work, Tennille made the painful decision to file for divorce in 2014. This move shocked their fans, especially given their public image as a loving couple who had been together for nearly 4 decades. Toni was candid in interviews about how the divorce, though heartbreaking, was necessary for her to reclaim her sense of self. She explained that while she still cared deeply for Daryl, she realized that she could no longer sacrifice her emotional well-being to sustain a relationship that had become one-sided. Even after their divorce, Tennille remained a constant presence in Dragon's life, helping him as his health continued to decline until his death in 2019. In her reflections, she emphasized that she never stopped loving him, but their relationship was ultimately shaped by deep sadness and unmet emotional needs. Toni Tennille's revelations about her life with Daryl Dragon paint a picture of a relationship that, while filled with moments of professional triumph and genuine affection, was also marked by personal struggles and emotional distance. It serves as a reminder that even the most seemingly perfect partnerships can be fraught with pain and complexity, and that love, while powerful, cannot always overcome the deeper issues that individuals face. Tennille's courage in sharing this sad truth allows fans to see her not just as one half of a famous duo but as a woman who experienced profound emotional challenges in both her marriage and her life.